This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
On the show today, we find out in which way Nathan's a terrible person today.
In a good
Full
way.
on, mate.
In a good, relatable way.
Full on.
We're all terrible people when we really look at it.
Are we though?
Jonathan Lapali is going to talk to us all about Top Gear Australia.
He's got the
new
dream
host.
gig. He's
Come
so
on.
happy
He
with
was
it
up
too.
and about over that,
Yeah,
actually,
right.
because we also asked the question, did we... No, that was someone else, wasn't it?
What?
The governor joined us, and the governor said something that we had a qualification with. Can people punch themselves in the face?
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
The governor had a thing that we had a qualification with.
Yeah.
You're just throwing words at things, aren't
That
you, at
works.
the moment?
Speaking of cars, V8 supercar driver Will Davison joined us too.
All you can eat?
Yeah.
Or you can eat.
Yeah. How many chickens is too many chickens?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
This is what I came for.
Yeah. Perth's Nova 937.
Keep on giving me all you got.
It's 6:03, Nathan and Sean. It's Friday.
Can't
Gee.
believe it.
How good.
You wake up this morning and think, is it actually Friday? Is this a hoax?
Yeah.
Is this a ruse?
It's not Sean. It's the real deal.
Today.
I mean, it's a good day for us. Some people are still working tomorrow.
It's true.
And they're like, God, every Friday they just won't shut up about it.
I think it'd be easier working on a Saturday for some reason. You get to, because there's
Why?
not too
What do you
many
mean
people in your
easier?
way.
What do you mean?
It's not like...
You've obviously never worked in a brunch cafe.
No, for the general population.
It's not all time and a half
I
and
gotta work
giggles anymore,
tomorrow,
Sean.
Saturday.
That's right.
It used to be exciting. It used to be exciting to get time and a half, and then on double. I remember working at Hannon's Food Mart in Kalgoorlie, and double time on a Sunday.
Double time.
So you've
Double
got,
time.
what, $3.80?
I was paid actually quite well. I remember. I don't know what it was, but I used to make bank. And
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't
Because it
get
was
you-
illegal for you to be working. Yes.
No, that was at Kim's Deli. So and it was that magical period, and I don't know if it happens anymore anywhere, but it's where you'd go and pick up your pay and there'd be money in an envelope.
yeah.
No,
And
that's
then
not
it had
happening.
the amount on you to rip the money
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
There's something about receiving actual money as your pay.
Yeah.
It's
Here's
a
the
real
question.
incentive.
I never had a job, obviously, until I didn't really. But when you're like around the 15, 16, 17 mark, that's when your mates are starting to catch up and do stuff over the weekend.
Yeah.
But that's the time that you're only got a chance to work. So did you mind working when you're that age, like Saturdays and Sundays in particular?
No.
Did you work nights in any of those occasions? Because a lot of kids
Thursday
would have
nights.
to.
During school, it'd be Thursday night, so late night shopping. Yeah, so I'd work.
that's cool.
So I'd
All
work
your
on a
mates come
Thursday
around
night.
anyway,
But then
wouldn't they?
Thursday night, I think they paid a little bit more as well. So I was actually quite good.
What did you do, Nat?
Yeah, no, I didn't, because I lived too far out of town.
town.
And then, and when I was at high school, I was boarding up in Perth. And so, yeah, like you couldn't get a job because I was going home every holiday. So I was never around. So, yeah, no, I didn't get a job till I went to uni, when I worked as a trainer at the local footy club.
Hey.
And I got paid cash there in a little envelope too.
Come on.
Because they made the money across the bar and then handed it to me at the end of the night.
I've been working since year 7.
Wow.
That was
I mean, I
Kim's
did-
Deli.
Wow.
Yeah, I did farm work that we got paid for, I suppose, but nothing, you know,
Yeah.
Nice
too
one.
much, yeah.
You've never had a job until... Well, you've never
Till he
had
was
a
a
job.
garbo.
Oh, really? Is this a job?
Cooper was having a go at me last night. We're having a
What
chat
was he
about it around
saying?
dinner. You've never had a job. I go, mate, look at the house you're living in. I'm
Yeah.
paying for this thing and all the other
George.
stuff. Anyway, he kept saying, no, you never had a proper job. And I'm, well, what's a proper job? And then I told him I was a garbo, City
Yeah.
of Melville,
Yeah.
and worked for TradeLink. 2 jobs.
Yeah, 2 jobs. Take that.
2 jobs at McManus.
2 jobs, Tommy, over there.
I can't believe it's not a job.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Ellie, hello.
Hey, lady. If there was a reason that you'd have to run right now, would you be able to run, Ellie?
If there was a buffet of iced glazed donuts that I had 30 seconds to eat as much as I could without it affecting me at all, I would run. I would run for my life. That's the only reason I would run for.
Ice glazed donuts.
Is it really... Is being pregnant really heavy?
Yes.
Okay, because, yeah.
Physically or mentally?
Because I was carrying some shopping up the stairs the other day, and the bags were very heavy, and I thought of you, and I thought, wow.
She can't pull her
Sam
bags
heavy.
down.
No, I'm wondering if that's what it's like having... Because you've got this other thing
Yeah.
now in you.
Yeah, but put those shopping bags inside
you.
you, and put them on all of your organs.
Well, you know what? At least they wouldn't
Yeah.
tear then. God, they tear easily
Those
these
bags.
days. Right.
Organs, yeah, they do.
Anyway.
Are you done?
Yeah.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Get a load of this, everybody. Top Gear Australia is
Yeah.
going to be
No, really?
starts today on Paramount Plus, and one of the hosts, we know him from Survivor, but these days he's just driving for fun and making a show out of it. Jonathan LaPaglia, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, wonderful, Jonathan.
LaPaglia.
Great gig.
This is confusing, right? So I did not know that you were a celebrity that had the skill to be able to have an issue with a car, open up the hood and solve that issue. Is that true?
Nah, it's all make-believe. I don't know shit.
Jonathan, we have spoke to you before, and you said you had a garage that you have multiple cars in.
Yeah, but like having multiple cars and being able to get in there and fix them. Can you fix a car? Can you fix a car?
I can. I actually have built a car. Actually, my current driver, I built myself. I have a 73 Dodge Challenger that I shoehorned a modern driveline into. So, and I did that with my own hand.
We don't know what you're talking about.
A modern
You
drive line.
shoehorned a modern drive line?
You're saying things that we don't know what they mean.
Yeah, exactly. It's all part of the ploy to pull over your eye.
Mate, we're looking at that car, by the way. That looks
Yeah.
hot as chips, man.
Yeah.
So, okay, is that one of the ones where, like, because in the US it's amazing. My dad watches American Pickers, right?
Yeah.
And the amount of times that they pull him to someone's barn and then they're like
Yeah,
clearing past
a
the
barn
barn
find.
and then they find like an old rusted car. Is that the condition you got it in and then built it back?
Yeah, it wasn't in terrible condition. The body wasn't bad, but mechanically it was terrible. So that's what I over the years I fixed.
What?
Honestly, I really didn't know much about cars prior to that. I mean, my father was a mechanic.
Yeah.
I didn't pay much attention when I was younger. It wasn't until I got this car that I really learned a lot about, cars.
So when you were doing the body work, what colour did you decide to go? Because you can go traditional or you can Barbie pink. I don't know what floats your boat.
Well, actually, I didn't. The body was already painted, so I didn't have to deal with that. Are you looking at my car right now?
No, not yours, but we've got a whole different one. We've got an array of them.
Is yours on the World Wide Web? Put Jonathan LaPaglia up there. There we go. Let's have a look.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Blue.
There you go. Blue.
Yeah. It's not too bad, actually.
Nice.
It looks good. I tell you,
And the number plate is...
Not
No.
pink.
hey, Jonathan, the opening episode, which we've been able to have a bit of a look at, you get around in is it a Bugatti straight away?
The Pagani, yeah.
Yeah,
These
they're
are,
$11 million.
Yeah. $11 million, yeah, isn't that crazy, right?
Could you
Crazy.
feel $11 million? Could you feel $11 million?
Yes. Like when the producers first talked to me about it, like, how do you feel about driving an $11 million car? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't care. I'll drive the balls off that thing.
Yeah.
And then when I got there and I picked it up from the factory and the test driver took me out the back in these narrow country roads with these big tourist buses coming the other way and a ditch on the other side. I tell you, I shat myself so many times. I was like, oh my God.
Do you have to sign some sort of waiver that says you're responsible for that car, or is there a massive insurance policy on it?
Well, the producers are like, yeah, we're insured, don't worry about it, but just don't crash it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't crash it.
I just...
Like the mirror, like the wing mirror. So at one point we go through Italy, and when we drive across Italy, but we go through Rome.
Yeah.
And, the traffic in Rome is just crazy. But trying to navigate these narrow streets, and it has these big wing mirrors on it, and each mirror is 25,000 euros.
Oh,
Jesus.
euros. Oh, my God.
What do they see into the future or something?
Oh my God! I've sat in a the Ghost.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
So I've sat
Rolls Royce.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've been in the Ghost. My friends own one, and that's $1 million car. And so I cannot. And when
Can't
you
fathom 11 million.
yeah, when you're in that, you look up in the ceiling, and it's like those cinema lights that are like sparkling lights,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
stars. But so looking at $1 million car, I can't believe that. there is a car that's
11 times
11
better.
times better than that. So when you're in it, right, so I understand that the engine would have a lot to do with that and the design and stuff, but when you're in it, in the interior, what's $11 million
Is it
about?
lined with diamonds or something?
Well, actually, what it buys you is exclusivity because there's only 5 of those in the world. There's only 5 of them.
Wow.
Right, and the factory has kept 1, so there's only 4 out in the wild. So that's what you're buying, right?
Wow.
There's only 4 out in the world. Yeah.
Jonathan, when you're inside that thing, can you put on the... Do you feel comfortable just putting on the stereo? Is there a stereo? And the second question is...
Is there a stereo?
Yeah, because this... And the basics of new cars have all got their little screens, right, where it has a GPS thing that you can put in.
Yeah.
Do any of these top-level cars have anything like that?
They do, but I was too afraid to look at it because I was just so focused on the road in front of me. Yeah, exactly. And to answer the stereo is right behind your head. It's a V12 bi-turbo engine pumping out 830 horsepower. That's your stereo right behind your head.
Yeah,
Right behind your head.
Yeah.
Sounds safe.
No, this has been a dream come true for you.
So when they offered you this gig, Jonathan, you didn't have to think about it for very long, I take it?
No, are you kidding me? This is a dream come true. I've been a long-term fan of the show. In fact, I used to fantasize about being invited on the show to drive their reasonably priced car around their track. Of course, that invitation never came. I wasn't a big enough star, but now they've asked me to be the host. I'm pinching myself.
Hey, Jonathan, think back to when you were first starting, right? Because, you're always unsure of the entertainment industry. And now look at your life. You're doing Survivor, right? So that's like basically, we see it as you having an island holiday every year. And now you're doing...
I know you do.
And now you're hosting a thing of something that you love.
Where
and
you're
that's
driving luxury
cars. Like, you've come up... You've
landed
good.
on your feet.
You've come up good, hey?
Yeah, I know, and they pay me to do it. Can you believe that?
It's amazing.
What?
Hey, Jonathan, on tonight's episode, you focus on the one town where they make all these luxurious cars. Now, can you tell us anything about why that is in the one joint?
We go there to answer that question, and we come up empty-handed. We still cannot work out why Modena is the focal point of all these supercars. But I think what it is, because I talked to Mr. Pagani himself about this, and I think what it was, like back when there were no cars, when there were horse and cart, the coach builders were all in that particular area for some reason.
So it's just always stayed.
So all those coach builders then went on to build the bodies for cars when cars started to come in, and I think it just stayed there for some reason. I don't know
And
why.
they make great balsamic vinegar as well in Modena. Yeah.
And they make great balsamic vinegar.
Okay, Nathan.
There you go.
Write that down.
There you
Something
go.
for everyone.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad life's going so great for you, Jonathan Lepali. I hope you get even more things.
How good.
Top Gear Australia, you can catch it now from today on Paramount Plus. Thanks for talking to us, JLP. Great work, mate.
Thanks, guys.
That's right.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Red Lobster in America, I've heard all about it.
So it's a bit of a chain seafood restaurant, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's one where they give you the big bib, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I've
Yeah.
seen that many times.
Yeah,
Okay.
very generous with their helpings. A little bit too generous, actually. They launched a promotion not that long ago. Here's an ad from it.
Ultimate Endless Shrimp is here with a limited time flavor drop. New crispy dragon shrimp. One of 7 endless choices for just $20 right now. Only at Red Lobster. Welcome to fun dining.
The
Have they said endless?
The $20 endless shrimp deal is
With different flavours.
amazing. People
what do you mean?
loved
Flavours.
it. People loved it so much they bankrupt the company. The company's now closed. They've shut down all their stores. They're auctioning off all the stuff from within the restaurants.
It's over.
They are really bankrupt to the point where they're having to sell the deep fries and stuff because of the amount
whole
of
chain.
Sean, and this is it, right? So all these people were jumping on board and, like giving their memories of Red Lobster to pay homage and to say thank you.
But also to give a clue as to why they went under.
So here we go here. One customer claimed she managed to guzzle down 108 shrimp as part of the deal
$108.
by staying at the restaurant for 4.5 hours.
And they're not tiny, not the tiny little shrimp you get in your fried rice, are they? We're talking jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, huge, yeah. We started off with the Cheddar Bay. This is another person. We started off with the Cheddar Bay biscuits, which I used to love as a kid. And then my friends and I would order all 8 options of shrimp and try everything. Collectively, we had about 64 shrimp, so we had to keep going. By the end, I personally ate 34 shrimp. This other person says, my dad used to go to the weekly shrimp deal, and he was asked to go to other locations because he was dipping into their profit too much.
But it's all you can eat.
Homer Simpson when he was back from the all you can eat buffet.
Remember Lionel Hutz represented him and said, this is the biggest injustice since the never-ending story. I thought that was brilliant.
So, I want to know, we love all you can eat. The concept's amazing.
I know, I'm out now. Since
You're
I've
out
had
now.
gastric sleeve surgery,
right.
there's
no money in it.
no money in it. I cannot get my money's worth at a buffet anymore.
But I know that there's the people that love all you can eat, they've gone in there and like these people from Red Lobster, they've come out with a number, and that's the number of what they did or what they ate.
As soon as somebody says all you can eat, the challenge is on, isn't it? That you go, well, I'm going to prove that all that I can eat is an awful lot.
Well, that's right. So Sizzler's up there, Pizza Hut's up there. But one time I was at this place and it was prawns were on the menu, so shrimp.
Yep.
And me and another guy decided we're going to eat as many as possible because not everyone's into prawns. And we got to 54 each.
Were you
so I'd eaten
matching one
54
for one?
prawns,
So that,
and see how far we could go.
54
I'd eaten 54 prawns.
King prawns, like big ones?
Oh,
And
yeah.
did you
Yeah.
start
Yes.
with a bowl of soup, as you traditionally do at a buffet, or
Always,
did you just
Natalie.
go straight for the prawns?
No, I didn't go the prawns. I think I'd had...
Oh, so
I think I'd had a meal before then.
And then you've gone, let's
and
see
also
how
an
many we
entree.
can eat.
Yes. And it bound me up. I had the worst stomach pains. I actually had to leave this event early just to go and sit on the dunny, which I couldn't poo.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
And that's why they call him Prawn McManus.
That's exactly right. 54.
54's the number.
All you can eat. We want to know if you've been to one of these all the things.
Did you set yourself a record?
You guys would have gone to Pizza Hut because that was all you can eat.
Yeah,
As a student,
yeah,
it
but like
got
we
us
went,
through.
I wasn't like counting. We were just surviving.
Oh, no, I can remember the night my mate Chris ate 19 pieces of pizza. And it was a good effort. And then put some in his bag to take home.
You're going to be treated like a hero here. So 13 24 10, call us up about your all-you-can-eat experience and give us the number of the things that went inside of you.
Blow us away. Ellie, are you an all-you-can-eat fan?
I don't do buffets.
Oh, don't you?
What do you mean?
I don't
Never?
know. I just don't like buffets. Ooh.
But you up for a bottomless brunch, though?
Nah.
So
but-
what's your thing behind the buffet? Because I know a lot of people...
Because other
just
people
prefer-
picking
Is it the
over it.
communalness
It's
of
like
it all?
it's like seasoned with the breath of 1,000 other people. Like, you know.
But don't you see the value in it? Like, because to a buffet, it's like, whoa, I can eat all
Really,
this.
how much can you eat? So
Okay, but what about when you're on holidays? Like when you're overseas? There's
Yeah,
always...
the
If you've got
breakfast
no
buffet.
choice, then yes, I will go to the buffet.
My favourite thing when you're overseas and the breakfast buffet comes out is everybody in there is having a wonderful time with their families eating breakfast, but everyone's got their one eye on the bacon. And they're waiting for the bacon to be
The
replenished.
fresh batch of bacon.
Everyone in there.
So it's not cold and limp, it's beautiful, hot, crispy.
And I reckon the staff are like all the paper, rock, scissors to see who's bringing the bacon out because they could be like body
savaged.
tackled to the ground.
Neil's in South Perth. Hello, Neil.
Hi, how you guys?
Hey,
Good, buddy.
Neil.
Have you had an all-you-can-eat experience?
Yeah, so I was working as a gap student in the UK for a year at a boarding house, and they had this annual rotisserie chicken eating competition. So basically, as the gap student, I spent the whole day cooking rotisserie chickens in the school kitchen.
Yeah.
And then you had to eat the whole chicken until you were down to the carcass to show that you'd done it. And I managed 2 chickens, but the one kid in the boarding house ate 6 rotisserie chickens in one sitting.
6 chickens!
Yeah, no. So we had a whole lot of kids from all over the place, and this kid managed to do 6 rotisserie chickens.
And you had
my
to go,
God.
and it had to be down to the bone,
so you
down
had
to
to
the
eat
bone.
every
Down
bit
to
of
the-
meat.
Yeah, the boarding house master had to inspect it and say yes, pass or not pass.
My God, was he exploding?
But think about what
Yeah.
Neil did. 2 chickens.
2 chickens
That's
is a lot.
huge.
Sean,
Sorry.
you eat chickens every day?
Yeah, I eat chicken every day. I can knock off a chicken, but not
2?
Not 2. I don't.
Don't
think
say I can
Definitely
knock
not
off a
6.
chicken, Sean.
Thank you,
Sometimes you got to
Neil.
take what you can get, mate.
Sarah's in Wattle Grove. Hi, Sarah.
Good morning.
All right.
Sarah.
Talk to us about the all-you-can-eat buffet.
It wasn't my story. It's my mum that lived it down. So she was at a restaurant and she was only eating the prawns.
Yeah.
And she actually had wait staff come up to her and say that she couldn't actually eat anymore.
She got cut off from the prawns.
That was embarrassing.
So what? She could still go to other aspects of the buffet, but the prawns she'd had enough.
Joking?
We're off limit.
How embarrassing! So what? So who was she? Who was your mum with? Who was she with?
She was with my dad, and she sent my dad up.
Way to get around it, Mum.
So wait, there she got cut off by the staff, but still sent your dad up to get her more.
Yes.
Oh my God!
That is hilarious.
I love it.
Imagine getting cut. Sorry.
I know you can have anything else from the buffet, but no more prawns.
But also think about the staff member. Think about the staff member that was told, "Okay, you're going to go." Who's going out to tell that lady she can't eat any more prawns?
Amazing.
You wouldn't want to be involved in any of that.
Oh, thanks, Sarah. To round it out, Laz in Beaconsfield. Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, mate. What's your all-you-can-eat experience?
Oh, this happened many years ago as a young kid when I went on a sports tour. There was about 15 of us. We went to a restaurant in South Africa called Spur, and they had an all-you-can-eat rib special. We cleared the restaurant out of all the ribs that they had to sell. I think I got through 6 racks, and the top guy got through about 18. Yeah.
It's like, see, 3 animals. The midsection of 3 animals.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But Laz, Nathan and I witnessed and egged on and made him do it. Sean to eat one full rack.
Oh, my God.
And like he had the meat sweats. He was like really struggling.
We went to the hotel. We went back to our hotel room. Sean went downstairs and just ran around the block trying to get rid of the meat. So what is it like having 6 racks in you? What's that feel like?
Oh, I was pretty young and we're pretty fit, so we worked it off pretty easily.
So you guys were you a rugby team, were you, Laz?
Oh, no, I was actually part of the hockey team at the time.
Yeah,
Hockey players aren't big units.
But they run a lot.
Jeez, you can eat, though.
Yeah, you do run an average of 6 Ks a game, so you're running a fair bit.
Amazing.
6 racks.
6 racks of ribs. Unbelievable.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Yesterday we were solving parenting.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
So Sean has been having an issue with the fact that the children aren't doing anything around the house.
And you're asking them to do like really
and
simple
it's really frustrating.
things.
Like turn the dishwasher on.
Yes, and put the load of washing. All you have to do is put your clothes in the washer and press go.
Yeah. So
and they couldn't do it.
We were throwing around some ideas, had some callers give us some suggestions as well.
And you were going to send a strongly worded WhatsApp message to the family chat. How did that go?
And I did, and I didn't get a response on that. And then when we sat down when we sat down for dinner, I brought it up I just went, right, okay, did everyone get my... everyone would have read the WhatsApp message that I put across. And then I went, so, Oliver, that was you that didn't do the bin properly yesterday. Why on earth would you not do that?
And what did he say? I can't know the response. Why?
He just starts giggling, right? And
because of their respect for your authority.
Bro,
exactly. And then... I started, reiterating how easy it is, and we're not doing this anymore. You've got to pull your own weight. And then, so anyway, Megan's kind of just sitting off to the side cleaning the kitchen bench, and then she just jumps into him,
launches,
kicking him to the curb like she's just going, rah, rah, rah.
So you've been calm, she was being crazy.
Yeah.
Good
every
cop,
time,
bad
mate.
cop.
And I was like, mate, every time we sit down to dinner, Megan, I bring up something that's contentious, like someone's schoolwork's not... they got a bad
you're trying to do it in a calm manner.
And she just flies off the handle. So I'm just like, can you just settle the F down?
I know. So what did you lay down the ramifications of them not doing it?
Yeah, I said there's no more money coming your way from here on in. So if you want $15 to buy something tomorrow, which today is like a meat box day at the kebab shop in Freo, for Ollie, for example, Cooper's coming at me with some things because, I don't get paid till Tuesday. He needs to buy something. So I just said these things aren't happening until you start pulling your weight.
Can I go back to meat box day? For
$15.
Yeah, but like at school or after school?
So Oliver on a Friday does a business certificate thing in Fremantle at a TAFE.
Yeah.
It's on a Friday.
And then he's treated as a $15 meat box.
Yeah.
From Nick's Kebabs. Is that where he gets it? Does he get it from Nick's?
I think it's Nick's. We went past it the other day. I was like,
So is today he going to be dining on a $15 meat box?
No, he can take what's in the cupboard until you start pulling your weight.
He can if he finds the money himself.
Your wallet's not in the cupboard.
No, I left my wallet in the top drawer at home, and I know it's got not a cent in it. Not a cent. Stick that up your pipe and smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I saw your wallet over my house trying to take money out of my wallet.
That would be true.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
One thing we see about American colleges is that a lot of the times they get prominent people of note to come in and do a commencement speech. A lot of the time this is actors. You saw Jerry Seinfeld get booed by the Palestinian protesters the other week. So there was an NFL star, Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker.
Yeah, it's not the first team he's played for, so he's won 3 Super Bowls. No?
Yes, yeah.
So he's Travis Kelce's teammate.
Yep.
To put him in perspective.
Okay, yeah.
So the university has invited him along to speak to the graduating class. The graduating class, of course, is made up of both male and female, and also people questioning, and also every gender there. But he had a particular message to the females that are, by the way, after paying thousands of dollars for their college degrees, are sitting there at their graduation. This is what he had to say. This is the advice he had to them.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith.
Why are they booing you?
My wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all,
homemaker.
Okay, the school is an interesting one because they're a churchy school.
Yeah, but they're a churchy school. They're not a churchy school that is so churchy that they don't offer degrees to women.
Yes.
No. I
So
know
what you're saying is it's fine that he said, okay, it's great that you got your degree, now get in the kitchen.
No, what I'm saying is that he's got invited along because he's a churchy person to a churchy school and he's made these types of comments, which is hilarious because he gets emotional talking about it. Like, it's so far off track.
It is. It's such a beautiful idea to have a homemaker at home. I would love to have a homemaker. I have to make my own home. And it's so bad. 20-minute speech. The backlash has been huge.
Yeah,
it's went for 20 minutes. The NFL quickly issued a statement stating the 3-time Super Bowl champions' views are not those of the organisation.
Oh, God, you'd be so furious.
What's the university said?
The university hasn't really said anything. There's been a change.
They need to say something.
There's been a change.org petition saying that they want him kicked off the Chiefs. That's had 50 signatures so far.
Why would you choose that? If you're a woman,
50,
why would you choose that college to get your degree if they don't? If they think it's fine to get somebody in to say your degree means nothing, don't bother. And
I'm really concerned about this spate. And this is it. Andrew Tate that sort of sprouts off this sort of stuff as well. There's a whole culture of that, and they're getting to our kids on TikTok.
The trad wife.
Yes.
Is the hashtag.
What does that mean?
Traditional wife.
Yeah, that women need
really
to stick to the traditional roles.
I feel like as far as we come as a society, and this is for everyone's rights, and this is for people choosing whether they want to have an abortion or not,
swings the other way,
or same-sex marriage, or people wanting to explore their sexuality.
Yeah.
All this sort of stuff, it's swinging back to conservative.
There's a section of the community that literally has swung
and
as far back the other way.
And it's only a small section, but they're so loud and powerful.
I don't think I don't see it like that. I think it's because we're seeing this all the time. I don't think they've never not existed.
Roe versus Wade was overthrown.
Yeah.
Like that's for that to happen in 2023. So
that's the abortion.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
but that's happening in a first world country.
Yes.
In 2023 is extraordinary.
Yeah. So it's not just TikTok.
No.
It is a movement which it is, seems to be the minority, but
and it's
they
all
have,
against women.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's scary.
It is absolutely terrifying.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Win a day out with Nat and West Coast Fever on Saturday, 18th of May, when they take on the Adelaide Thunderbirds at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale via Ticketek.
All right, here we go. It's time for a round of Nat's Box. Up for grabs, a double pass to Nat's Box to watch West Coast Fever versus the Adelaide Thunderbirds this Saturday. Everybody else has to buy tickets from Ticketek, but these are freebies.
Okay, we've got a couple of contestants that are going to be represented today. One of them is going to be Rita from Mount Lawley. Hi, Rita.
Oh, hi. How you
Hi,
doing?
Rita. Big netball fan, Reets?
Yes, I like it.
Okay, well, that's great.
spirit.
I'm sure it'll like you too, Rita. Very exciting time for you, though. You get to choose between Natalie or Jeremy McGovern on who you'd like to represent you. Who is it?
Okay, Natalie.
Okay, all right, Rita. I will do my best.
Take your time next time deciding.
So that means Marie, who's in Doubleview, is our other contestant. Marie, you're going to be with the great governor. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
That
Right,
sounds
no worries.
fine.
It's just the novelty prize. It's
Is
fine.
that just
Yep.
That sounds fine. Can I ask, Rita, which team do you go for in the AFL?
I'm not really sure.
Wow.
That's a good answer. You can go for West Coast after this.
Marie, what team do you go for?
The West Coast.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so-
Jeremy McGovern
Loyal.
will be fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hard to impress.
Okay, I think because Gov understands this game so much that he should be the one that looks in the box.
Okay.
I agree, Nate.
Oh, you reckon?
right.
Yep, Gov.
So I'll just tell you if I've got it.
So for people listening right now, here's the deal: Natalie and Gov, they both have a box in front of us. Gov is going to be the only one that's going to peek in and have a look. Now, he wants there to be tickets in that box.
You want to end up with a box with the tickets in it.
Yeah. So he can manipulate Natalie all he wants, or manipulate the
He's
whole
already
situation.
started doing it.
Here we go.
And then do we
Do you have
just
a
try and
question?
swap the box?
And do you think? Yeah. Just peek in.
Peking duck.
Just
Peking
peeking.
duck.
Can we?
See,
So what
here's
do I
the
say
thing.
now?
Well, do you want to swap the box with Nat or not? Do you want to keep
No.
your box?
You want to keep your box.
You want to
If I
keep your
can.
box
If you can.
because you've definitely
So
got
then how
tickets
does
in there.
then how do we end up? We just
Well, I'm the one that gets to decide now.
Okay.
So because you know what's in your
oh
box.
well, I don't definitely want to swap it.
Are you serious?
So now you want to swap it?
He's-
No, I don't. No.
Okay, you don't
You
want to
don't
swap
want
it.
to stop it because you've
No.
definitely got tickets in there.
Well-
See, yeah. I know what he's doing. He's pretending he doesn't know what's going on with this game. He's pretending he doesn't.
yeah,
I
right.
watched him already. He's at the very outset, he's like, oh, do I just say what's in the box? He's pretending that he's an idiot, and I know he's not
That's
an
how we
idiot.
got so far in the Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Yeah, I pulled the wool.
What do I do with this ball? He's like, I don't know. What, you want me to kick it to those sticks?
Kick it forward, maybe. What did you say again? You definitely don't.
wanna keep it,
You
yeah.
You definitely want to keep your
If I
box.
can.
Do you want to ask Rita, Nat, what she thinks?
No,
Okay.
Rita doesn't care.
Okay.
I definitely think that I'm going to.
Just do it.
What did he say again? He wants
to keep his
definitely
box.
wants
He
to
wants to keep his box.
I made it pretty obvious.
What did you say?
So I made it a bit obvious.
Yeah, all right, Gov, you can keep your box.
Bugger. What do you mean, bugger?
Should I open my box now?
Yeah, open your box.
There's tickets in there! McGovern.
Can I say something? I thought you had the tickets because you didn't hardly look in it. And so hardly looking in it means you've seen something.
Yep.
No,
No, you played that well, and you're right, Nat.
Well done, Nat. You got me good
Got
there. I
you
thought I
good.
had you for a
Nah,
second.
I know
had
you-
the other two for
You're
sure.
playing too simple, and I know you're not that. Rita, great news. You're coming to the netball with me tomorrow. We're going to see West Coast Fever versus the Adelaide Thunderbirds at RAC Arena. I know. I will see you there.
Thank you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
That's Dasher with Austin. It's 26 past 8. Nathan, Nat, and
We just tried to
Sean.
learn a TikTok dance
Yep.
for that.
Didn't go well. Nearly did my knee again.
TikTok. When you put it up on TikTok, they said nah.
No. Disappointment all round. None of us won $100 million or a share thereof last night. Jackpots to 150.
I was so happy when I saw the message of our group came about. Amy, did you send that?
Yeah.
I don't like you sending those messages because I like to live in the wonder.
To go to bed thinking that maybe, just maybe, if I haven't checked the results, that I have won.
Because I do on a night of a big jackpot if I haven't heard of the results that night before going to bed. I do. They are the images that flash into my brain as I'm lying there. Just
nice little vibe to go to sleep to. Just as a possibility
something.
that it could be you.
Yeah.
I know, but the fact that you get a message saying no one else. If it was someone had won, then you'd be angry.
Yeah.
Sure.
But no one won.
Yeah, there was so many articles yesterday about different scenarios with Powerball, but one of them was what you do when you win and why they make you wait 2 weeks. They make you wait 2 weeks so you can get some financial advice in play, because otherwise people will just start splurging relentlessly at the start and be really irresponsible. Because how is this? Research has found that 70% of lottery winners end up broke.
That's amazing,
70%, with a third declaring bankruptcy.
They're idiots.
Extraordinary, isn't it?
They're absolute idiots. I'd be dead before I'd be bankrupt.
Yeah.
I'd be partying.
But you have made a lot of deals with people, which means that money would disappear so fast.
No.
The other thing they say is do not tell anybody. Do not tell anybody definitely at the start, and consult a lawyer, because you have client privilege, so they can't tell anybody.
This guy's coming in with a panther, mate. We know what he's won.
And then you get anybody that you tell to sign an NDA. That's what they tell you to do.
And also another thing that they've said to do as well is if you are thinking that, because it really opens up the world, not just you have to live in Perth, you can live anywhere in the world you want, you got the money to. So they're saying if you can take off time from work because you're going to get your thoughts in order, but then during that time spend 6 months and pick a few places in the world that you wouldn't mind living in and actually go and live there for a little bit.
So you can get away from your money-hungry family.
Well, it does. It gives you perspective. It gets you away from everything, and then sort of it gives you a new mindset, and then you can actually have a thing about, wait there, do I want to live here or not? Or, So
if you know anybody who has suddenly just moved overseas, it's because they've won lotto.
You've been to more places than me, Nathan. Where would you live?
I reckon, I have actually thought about this. I reckon I could definitely live in New York, and I could definitely live in Paris.
Yep.
I love both of those cities.
I would buy and I know the one I want, I would buy a houseboat in Amsterdam and I would live just on the canal because it is just like Harry Potter over there.
Living a life of being stoned and eating constantly.
Riding a bike.
Eating chips with mayo.
Those big frites with mayo in them. Everyone's so friendly over there because they're stoned.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Went to the chemist the other day on the way home, and when I was by protection, sure, they don't sell helmets there. What are you talking about? Protection are you talking about?
Yeah, helmets.
Bubble wrap.
No, I buy these lens wipes that Natalie used to use on her glasses, which I realised are perfect for cleaning my iPad screen.
Yes. Yeah, they work for that. Yeah. You can get them at the supermarket too.
Can you?
Yeah, you don't have to go to the chemist.
There you go. But Chemist Warehouse had such great prices.
Sure.
Anyway, so I've pulled into the one in North Perth, and I always try and get a park on the side of the road, because if you park behind there, you have to pay. And come on, you're running in there for one thing.
Yeah, you're not Brian Morris's son to go and pay for parking, are you?
No, I think everyone feels that pain.
Yeah. Anyway, so I couldn't get a park on the street, and I was like, ugh. So I pulled into the car park, and the first 2 bays are free, so I've pulled into one, and this woman at the same time has pulled into one as well, and then I've gotten out of the car, and you know when you do that thing where you're standing there going,
You're weighing it up.
Do I think that I can get in there and get my box of lens wipes and get back out before there is a parking inspector around? I'm sort of looking around as well.
Yes.
And as I'm doing this...
Or pay $1.80. Yeah.
But it's just the principle.
Yeah.
Why should I have to pay $1.80?
I'll take them all.
The discount I'm getting from buying them at this establishment is going to be wiped out by parking that I don't need.
Come and get me, I say.
It's always that's why I always sometimes get upset that I'm single, because if you're with someone, they can be in the car with the car running. I've never got a person in the car with the car running.
It's a reason to get a partner.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. Car chick from
I can't think of another better reason, to be honest.
That would be the one and only reason. The one and the
That
only.
and to be able to stand on a balcony guilt-free.
Anyway, so while I'm sort of contemplating whether I can run in there, the woman that's parked next to me at the same time, she's gotten out, and I can see that she's doing the same thing.
Same
so I
dilemma.
just started laughing at her, and I said, like, are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? She goes, yeah, I am. And I said, do you think we should risk it? And she goes, yeah, no worries. So we both actually run together to the front of the shop.
And you don't run for just anything.
I don't run. So I'm running away from paying $1.80. So I run in there and I know exactly where the lens wipes are. So I'll go in there, got my box of lens wipes. No one's at the front counter. I'm like, it's like a ninja.
Queue. It's
like
meant to be.
And then while I'm at the front counter, I'm looking around for my friend and she's not in there anywhere. So I've gotten out to the car park and okay, this is really good. Literally probably like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It was so stealth. And as I get back to the car park, there's the bloody parking inspector and he's coming towards our two cars and I'm going, oh no. And I'm looking around for her and she's not there and I am. And then I'm thinking, wow. Now the normal Nathan, as you know, is a hero.
Yeah, he keeps telling you.
Just ask him.
Yeah, just ask him.
The normal Nathan will see injustice or see someone that needs help and he will stand up there and help them. The issue with this Nathan is that this Nathan didn't pay for his parking ticket.
Yes.
So the superhero moment stopped and I instead weighed up the situation and realised the only way forward was for me to just leave her and go.
And all the parking inspectors to hear the squealing of tyres while he's writing a ticket for her.
I was going to run interference, but I would have got caught, so I saved myself. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, is that bad? Am I a bad person for saving myself?
I think you have a lot of friends out there in the community who would say...
There's a couple of issues at
You're
play
on your
here.
own.
Yeah.
She was a stranger. If that was a stranger, it's a different...
But a stranger is just a friend you
Why
haven't
did you
met
think
yet.
you'd get in trouble? Why do you think?
Because
you'd
I
get
hadn't
He didn't
paid
have a
either.
ticket
Yeah,
either.
who gives a shit? You'd say to the guy straight away, she's coming out the door. You get in your car. Hey, mate, she's just coming.
No, but
Just
what
give
if
her a break.
I've struck up a conversation with him, right? Because I didn't want to let the fact that she didn't have a ticket either, so I was going to run interference and have a chat with him. But then suddenly you go, rah, 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 let me have a look at your car. And then I don't have a ticket. And then I get caught. And I thought, no, I don't know you. Like you said, Nelly, I don't know you. I don't know you who you are,
I don't
woman.
owe you anything.
I want to know.
Doesn't sound like you are that comfortable with your decision, though, Nathan.
Because you know me, Natalie, I'm a hero.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, though.
I would like to feel better about myself and find out if people have been in a situation where they could have helped somebody else, but they chose not to save themselves.
Sometimes you just got to save yourself. Look after your own interests.
I really hope people call.
Claire, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Claire. Are you a monster like Nathan?
No, we're not monsters.
No, look, I feel like Nathan wasn't a monster, but I think I was a bit, and I still feel guilty about it to this day.
Okay, we'll be your moral compass. All right, let us know what happened.
Okay, so I was standing in line at a coffee shop, and I was waiting for my coffee, and there was a child beside me jumping up and down, as kids do.
Yeah.
And as the barista hands me my coffee, I see it out the corner of my eye. Everything goes into slow motion.
Yeah.
The child trips and falls, and I have to think, oh my gosh, do I catch this child? Do I drop my coffee and catch this child? Or do I keep holding my coffee? And do you know what I did?
I have a feeling.
I kept holding your coffee. And the child fell over.
Look, to be fair, they've got a low centre of gravity. They don't have far to fall.
They do. They basically bounce at that age.
Yeah.
Did the kid cry a lot after the fall?
They did, yes. And you know what? I'm one of those terrible people where if someone falls over, I do laugh a little bit.
I don't laugh a little bit. I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
He does.
Like really bad. And it doesn't matter who
The
they
older
are.
the person, the more you laugh.
If they're
to be honest.
super elderly, where everyone else, even strangers, run up and see if they're okay, I'm in the corner laughing. It's so horrible. And I love old people. I can't help it. How much was your coffee?
Oh, gosh. Well, I do live in Perth, so it was quite expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so for $5.
$5, yeah.
$5. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
good decision.
You're not going to save a
And
child.
to be fair, that kid was there
$5.
with its mother. Why wasn't its mother catching it?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, see?
I think you did the right thing.
As a coffee drinker, I think you did the right thing too.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
all right.
3 thumbs up.
Conscience is clear, Claire. Well done.
Hi, Tash.
Hello, how you going?
Hey, Tash.
What happened, Tash?
So when my child was young, so you can tell this is going to go well, we were eating Red Rooster in the park. It was me, my son, and my sister, and I'm deathly afraid of geese. Yeah, there was a gaggle of geese, and they wanted the chips, and I basically threw the large chips and bolted.
Yeah.
yeah, my sister and son left them sitting there. They sort of stood up. She's quite short.
Yep.
She had to pick him up and bolt, and I ended up sitting on top of a picnic table.
Well, I'm thinking because you've thrown the chips, there were chips everywhere, so therefore your child and your sister were...
Can make a getaway? No?
Well, no. They were right in the middle of the things that the geese wanted.
Yeah, okay.
Or did you throw the chips on your sister? Because that also would have been funny.
I sort of did ditch the chips towards the geese, but that's where my sister and son were, and
Well played.
Yeah. I'm a good mum.
Hey, where do you think your fear of geese came from? Did something happen early, or you just never understood them?
I don't like any bird that walks. Like, I have a thing for,
So ducks, swans.
Any bird.
Ducks, chickens, swans,
emus.
They all walk.
Yep.
Chickens,
I know, but, like, the ones that fly, they fly away. The ones that walk don't.
They walk
stay
towards you.
And when they
like
walk
humans.
towards you without any effort, they know, and you know they're going to get you.
Yeah, they're cocky.
They
just
can and
waddle up
They're
and
cocky.
look at you.
They're cocky.
Oh, they're horrible.
Don't even get me
horrible.
started on how cocky a cocky is.
Yeah, very cocky.
For me, I thought it would have been the long necks. There's something about a real elongated neck of a swan or a goose.
Yes, and it's the way
is
they
disconcerting.
run at you with their head down, like in attack mode, that I don't like. Yeah, vicious little things. Thanks,
dangerous.
Tash.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We were just talking about the fact that Nathan was a bad person, could have helped a stranger out by helping her avoid a parking ticket, but didn't. Saved himself.
Yeah, I did. We wrapped it up, but we got a late call from Gary from Woodvale. Hi, Gary.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, Gary. Gary, I've been searching all morning for a story that's going to make me look less bad, and I think I might have found it.
What happened, Gary?
All right, Sean, you probably know where I'm coming from. This thing is surfer as well. So about a year back, when there was a lot of shark sightings.
Yeah.
We were out surfing just on the right of P-Break, Engine Up.
Oh, yeah.
So we were out there having a good surf. Yeah, P-Break. And I saw this fin come out of the water, and I just panicked. My heart jumped out of my chest, and I just paddled. Totally forgot my mate was out there.
So you didn't mention it to him, Gary?
What are you doing? And I was like, shark!
But you yelled shark basically nearly from the shore because you'd paddled so far.
He was in the car.
I haven't paddled that fast in my life, so... And when my mate said, what are you doing? I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, mate.
Has he ever let you live that down?
Oh, you know what? He has. We just have a laugh over a beer, but it was just one of those moments where it could have gone absolutely pear-shaped, but it didn't.
Really
Gary, was it a shark or dolphin?
You know what? I'm going to say shark.
Yeah. Okay.
Because at the point in time, there was a lot of shark sightings. And
so it was obviously one of them.
But we were quite far out as well, so it was definitely one of those moments. So I just quickly...
I've got a question for you two surfers. Sometimes do you think, right, to put it in the mix, because you do want to survive, right? And whoever you're out with, I'm sure you like them, but you would rather them go first, let's be honest. So would you...
surf on the inside of them?
Like, say, you know those feeding syringes that you give to, when you've got to give your animals some medicine? Just having that full with some blood just in your pocket. So then if you see a shark, you can squirt it in your friend's direction and then go.
So they get the taste of the marinade before.
So then the shark goes, wait, there's some blood there, and they go there, and then you've got would you do that ever?
Every time I paddle out, I'm assessing where I'm sitting versus the group.
So where you are in the feeding line?
All the time, yeah.
What
Okay,
about-
so
what about-
Harry's
you wanna
further
be in the
out.
middle
Harry's
of the
further
pack,
out.
right?
Right, your beauty.
Yeah.
Nat and Nathan are beside me. I'm laughing.
What about you, Gary? Do you do the same thing? Do you see where you are literally in the pecking order?
I do. I mean, I assess the breaks, but also I like to be the skinniest out there as well. So, there's a bit more meat on the other guys.
See, it's like...
So if Gary asks you to go surfing, you think she's fat?
Exactly. Or just fatter than him. It's like the zebra thing. You want to be in the middle of the herd of the zebra. You don't want to be the one on the edge that's being picked off.
And it's worse because if a set comes through, right, and everyone catches a wave, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, my God.
But people do this even in their houses. Really, the chivalrous thing to do is for a man to sleep closest to the door because if a murderer comes in. But a lot of men there, they'll make sure the woman's there first so they can get out. Where's Megan sleep? She's the closest to the door. She's closest to the door. Doesn't
quite a Hey, Gary, you're in the running for Nova's 10K a day in May as well. Good luck, okay?
Oh,
Could get the call back to
Thanks,
Sabo
guys.
for being a terrible person. Like Karma
no,
says
he's a
you're not
great
going to get it, but you never know.
He's the best.
Ross, hello.
Howdy, guys.
Where is your bed before the door?
It'd definitely be before. Yeah, closest to the door.
So you sleep closest to the door?
Yeah.
As most gentlemen would.
Sure. Do you walk on the roadside of the footpath?
Yeah,
as well,
I do.
You?
Yeah, and especially with the kids.
Sean leads her into the traffic.
Haven't got the desired result yet, but I'll keep going.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.